Those glorious screenshots you've just witnessed were of course from the IMSA GTO League, which is coming to Project Motor Racing. We're going to learn all about it in this here blog. Days of our lives. By the late 1980s, IMSA GTO Grand Touring over 2.5 litres had become America's loudest GT arms race, featuring a day-glow cast of tube frame silhouettes with massive bodywork, Colossus turbos, grunting V8s and stern factory muscle, all mixed in with thunder, flares and a rulebook on the absolute ragged edge of sanity. This unhinged moment in motorsport is coming to Project Motor Racing. The cast of the bold and the beautiful. Roush, Mercury, Cougar, XR7, Detroit Thunder with Trans Am DNA that won GTO overall at Daytona 89, which then anchored the title push, drive Peter Halsma topped the 1989 GTO Drivers' Championship. The 1989 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 IMSA GTO, a tube-framed wide-arch silhouette Camaro with a thumping small block V8 and side-exit Dragons of Fury, built for curb-smashing grip and straight-line punch. It brought classic American muscle to GTO grids with box flares, big torque and crowd-pleasing noise. Always in the mix as a podium threat bruiser in the late 80s. Audi 90 Quattro IMSA GTO 1989, a space-frame sedan with a 700 to 720 horsepower turbo inline 5 and all-wheel drive. Wild tech and wilder stance as it blitzed multiple road courses and stacked wins like dishes, only skipping Daytona and Sebring cost Audi the title. Mazda RX-7. Import firepower that kept pressure high and set the stage for early 90s success, with cars and teams appearing regularly at the sharp end. The Mazda came with its 4-rotor spec that was closely related in concept to the R26B 4-rotor that would power the 1991 Le Mans winning 787B. The young and the restless. GTO's late 80s aesthetic was as distinctive as the 80s fashion. Imagine Group B insanity crashing onto the GT grid in the US massive box arches, snorkel hoods, fire-spitting side-exit exhausts and ground-hugging splitters. Think Camaro and Cougar silhouettes hammering curbs and the epic Audi 90 firing off corners with quattro traction. Power figures wandered off north at 700 brake horsepower at the exotic end, while the Roush V8s embodied the big Q, big torque ethos of Detroit, and sandwiched in between was the eternal buzzing of the rotary engine RPM. Another world. Late 80s GTO distilled a uniquely American flavour on GT racing. Factory-backed innovation on tube frames, noise you felt in the sternum, and a literal car park of shapes and colour. From muscle coupes to four-door Audis, duking it out on legendary US tracks. The classes, tech, brinkmanship, all-wheel drive sedans versus big V8 coupes versus turbo imports, and calendar variety made it as wild as it was unpredictable, and set the tone for the GTS realignment that followed in the 90s. No modern aids, just point and squirm and hope for the best. You up to taming some actual beasts? I mean, what a blog. What an absolute legendary blog with such descriptive writing that really makes you feel like you're back in the 80s on those tracks. The GTO League is probably going to be my favourite and just craziest one to do. Let me know in those comments down below if this is the league for you. And don't forget you can pre-order your copy of Project Motor Racing in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you all in the next video. Ciao, ciao.